I'm not sure if I'm live right now, so I'm just gonna start talking. Good evening. It's 9:24:24. 2424 92424. That would be 222 222. I do believe. Trying to do this pop out chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Did you get anything done today? I got a good amount of things done today. It's my pleasure. Now, I want to see if I can squeeze this down. Well, I need to say something in the chat, I suppose. How's everybody? You ready for the brink of war? Okay, it does say streaming, but let's just take a look-see. Oh, that don't look too good, does it? Like, thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Am I on the wrong one? Is that it? Let's just switcheroo. See if that can work. Maybe. Okay. Alright. Well, since I didn't do anything at all yet, I'll switch to accounts. Oh, am I still live on the other one? I don't know. Let's just try to go live and see what happens. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. Isn't that interesting? Hello, how are we tonight? 924242424. And happy birthday to somebody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherelle. Happy birthday to you. Thought about you today and just wanted to do that. It's only oh man, I still can't pop it out. What's the deal with that? What do I gotta do now? Just like kind of squeeze it down and move it over, like right over here. Then we'll move this over here, and then I think I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna just do this kind of short, like, but let me make sure I'm good to go. Am I good to go? That looks really bad. That just looks really bad. Let's try this. Alright, now let me see. Okay, that's better. I mean, it's not all super professional or whatever looking right now, but it's just kind of a quick thing, okay? So many weird things going on, and I thought this just kind of topped it off. So I was gonna wait till tomorrow to go live because I've just gotten so much done today, and I've got things I've got to do tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow night, if all goes well. What is today? No, wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. Never mind. Maybe I'll see you Thursday. Alright, check this out. This is Okay, not only are we on the brink of World War III, mad. The world's just gone mad, okay? I was gonna name it that, but guys, not only is the UK invaded, Australia's invaded, all the Five Eyes, and the United States. The level of care, the level of protection, the level of honesty from officials and people that are... The world's gone mad. All around it's gone mad. Upside down. So please do what's right. And this could be you laying in this bed right here. You know? This could be you. Break a leg. You have a car accident. You end up in the hospital. And this is the type of care that you're going to get because we've let our government or our leaders or people that are in charge or whatever, we've let them do this to us. And I'm just going to go ahead and play it.
I'm done with blood going everywhere. Like, how do you not know to close this? It must be the most basic training. I don't want to be here.
So don't cry, please.
Don't cry. I wake up with blood going everywhere because someone hasn't closed my valve. Like, it's simple. I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe. I don't feel like you know what you're doing because this is very simple. I don't feel like I'm being treated safely.
I understand. So, show me.
And this is the world. This is what world we're in right now.
Yes, I know. You know it wasn't locked because I wake up with blood everywhere. I'm done with blood going everywhere. Like,
everywhere. The most basic thing. And look at them, all three. The ones with the masks on, you just wonder, are they... This one especially all the way here. Oh, no, wait, there's 4 of them. Is he holding her hand back there? Are they just like... They're not... She's laughing. Is this fake news too? Like, you wonder. But even if it is, okay? Even if it was just a parody or whatever. It says... Man in India drank street milk and has been, blood for 3 days. Ew. I didn't know that. Okay, so, but it is clown world out there. Okay, let's see what this woman's doing. I haven't seen this yet, so this will be good. Oh, hello. Oh my. She might get squished.
Isso era bacana enquanto o bota senta forte. Fugir da polícia pra quebrada meio toque. Cuidado na pista, mas a só de veio side. Vou furar teu jaco da vilã com a parte. Soluço que peita com a porra de uma chupa.
Did you see the twos? Check it out. I'm telling you, I've not seen this yet. I saw twos. I saw 1. There's something to it. To it. To it. To it. To it. To it. Here it comes. There it is. 1, 2, 2. There it is. And a C. I'm not making it up. It happens to me all the time. I keep seeing 1, 2, 2. I don't know why. That's alright. We'll just document it. That's all. Every time I see it, I'm going to document it. I mean, I understand now, okay? So what happens is with the 122, from what I can gather, although it's not just addresses and things like that, or license plate. I know there's only 1 through 9. So the chances of you getting that number, but all right, so what's the chances of 2 vehicles, 122 in the license plate when there's only 6 numbers in the license plate? Or I mean 4. There was 4 numbers in the license plate, and 3 of them was 122. On 2 vehicles, as I'm coming home, I see 2 one and then the next. And then again the other day, I was coming up to a light and came up on this motorcycle and these tanks of like gas or whatever. And on the left and then on the right, another 122, 122, like on at the same time. I don't know. Maybe it's just it happens a lot. Maybe if it happens to you, let me know. If it's that number or some other number, like I started noticing the 1111. Well, I mean, when you see that on the clock, you're I'm starting to wonder about these entities, these creatures that they're documenting. That's a person. I think all that's fake. I think the UFOs are fake. I think that the government has certain, like, TR-3Bs and all that. Of course. Look at the patents. You've got, you got some sort of flying ships, saucers, whatever, that are military that are using mercury and stuff. But I've seen a lot of these creepy ones. And look, CGI has gotten so good now. How are you ever going to know whether something's real or not? I don't believe any of that. Now, look at that Maine cat. Wonder how big that dude is. That's cool. Look at that cat. My coffee black and my bed at 3. That's a fat cat. My whiskey neat. My coffee black and my bed at 3. Would you want a cat that big? Imagine the size of the doo-doo. Alright, so look, I'm going to go back to my profile because I've got a couple of things that I need to show you really bad. This right here is going on in Oklahoma as we speak, like an hour ago, like some major storms out there. So Lord be with all the people in the paths of the storm. And then this is going on in New York probably at the moment because this is just an hour ago. So we got massive arrests, protests going on of the UN. So it's Palestine, pro-Palestine. And if you even say the word Israel, oh my gosh, I said Israel. Oh my gosh, I said Israel. Palestine, Israel, like it's the same, like, okay, so you want to talk about words or whatever, let's just go get out the property line and go back to the Bible and see where the lines are for the tribes. And isn't that what's going to happen anyway? Why are we all fighting about it? It's what's going to happen. They're going to try anyway to, find out who's from what tribe and make it all about the one world leader who might look like a Messiah or something. And the Messiah might want the land to go back to the 12 tribes. I don't know for sure. But what I do know that's prophesied is that there's 12,000 from each tribe that's going to be sealed with the mark of God on them. And they're male virgins. So Syria is getting people from Lebanon, and there is all-out war now on Lebanon, and some in Israel, northern Israel. And I'm going to show you the nuclear stuff. Oh, they're going to probably shut InfoWars down soon, you guys. And then what are you going to do? Because what's going to happen after that? Nobody knows. But the news will go on word of mouth if it has to. There have been 700 UK troops. And a troop can be like 30, 40 people. They're deployed to Cyprus. I was going to put that in the title too. Cyprus is a big deal. There's emergency evacuation going on. So the Prime Minister told the Britons in Lebanon to leave immediately. And then 700 UK troops are deployed to Cyprus in case emergency evacuation is needed.
And tonight, the UK is sending about 700 troops to Cyprus in case an emergency evacuation of Lebanon is required as fighting between Israel and Hezbollah escalates. Sir Keir Starmer has tonight urged Britons to leave immediately. The Prime Minister speaking while flying to the UN General Assembly in New York, saying now is the time to leave. Today, Israel hit a number of targets in Beirut, claiming to have killed a senior Hezbollah commander.
Okay, 1 second. I want to get my
headset.
headset.
The UK is sending about 700 troops to Cyprus in case an emergency evacuation of Lebanon is required as fighting between Israel and Hezbollah escalates. Sir Keir Starmer has tonight urged Britons to leave immediately. The Prime Minister speaking while flying to the UN General Assembly in New York, saying now is the time to leave. Today, Israel hit a number of targets in Beirut, claiming to have killed a senior Hezbollah commander.
There we
and
go.
tonight, the UK is sending about 700 troops to Cyprus.
Is there anybody in the chat room?
Emergency evacuation.
Anybody in the chat room? No, nobody here. Is it even working? Probably. Might get to stay on just a little bit longer, okay? Because I need to show you some stuff. Really, it's incredible, some of the things that are going on. Steve Bannon's gonna be out of jail in 38 days. Let me just see if I'm live. Let me make sure I'm live. I haven't checked yet, and I didn't put it in here, so let me. A little bit behind on this. Yeah, I can get you this right here.
For every conservative this is what happens in the last days of the dying regime. They will never shut me up. They'll have to kill me first. I have not yet begun to fight.
Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco, the entire Justice Department. They're not going to shut up Trump. They're not going to shut up Navarro. They're not going to shut up Bannon, and they're certainly not going to shut up MAGA.
People ask me, what can we do? Listen,
pray for our enemies.
Okay, I
don't have time. Do not write a letter to me at all. It will not be read.
This is a crusade of righteousness. Are you with us?
I mean, it says excellent.
I'm not going to take a second to read your letters. I'm not.
Why?
Because you know why? I don't want you taking time to write a letter. I want you to get to work.
Are we onward to victory?
This is all about victory. This is victory. No, there's no substitute for victory.
Guys, no substitute for victory. November 5th is Judgment Day. January 20th, 2025 is Accountability Day. On the afternoon of the 20th, we're also going to start the pick and shovel
that was my fault.
to take apart the administrative state and to take on its rogue element, the Praetorian Guard, the deep state. We're going to run them all out of town. Are you prepared to fight? Are you prepared to give it all? Are you prepared to leave it all on the battlefield? I can't hear you, and they can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Victory or death.
Okay. In Lebanon, you have homes that are putting these missiles all around their homes, and they're gonna know, and they're just gonna blow up their homes.
Why? Hezbollah thinks that by creating human shields around these weapons, they'll be able to fire them at Israel without Israel defending itself.
Human
Hezbollah
shields.
is wrong. The IDF has been urging the civilians of southern Lebanon to evacuate the danger zone, and they have. Now we're destroying these cruise missiles that can reach virtually anywhere in Israel before Hezbollah has a chance to use them on our civilians. Behind every explosion you see are the Hezbollah terrorists who put the weapons there in the first place. Where do cruise missiles live? In Lebanon, the answer is...
Okay, let's keep going here. Oh wait, where's my let him go? Does everybody even realize what's about ready to happen with all of this? You're gonna have to breathe. It's the birthing pains. It's gonna be brother against brother, that's what. Alright, World War III. Belarus President Lukashenko has just instructed his generals to prepare for war. Told ya. War is coming. Jesus told you war is coming. war and rumors of war and the sea and the waves roaring and all of this, men's hearts will fail them for fear. The powers of heaven shall be shaken. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? It's kind of nice to be right in the middle of the hurricane, where you have total peace that passes understanding, to keep your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. It's all about Him. There is nothing else. I'm pretty sure somebody said that to me at the store. That is beautiful. What if God had some sort of huge ship that He picks us up in? Everybody else say, "Hey, what's the aliens?" But what if God does do technology? What if God does lots of things that you don't like? Maybe God does rock and roll. Rock and roll. Good old, maybe Elvis is, you know, up there chit-chatting with Jesus right now. We don't know. You might be like, yeah, well, you used it for the wrong things, but I like your style.
No podemos cambiar el curso del mundo. El Salvador es un país demasiado pequeño. Somos de hecho el país más pequeño de todo el continente americano. Esto es mucho más grande que nosotros y de hecho es más grande que cualquier nación.
I forgot what this was about.
No podemos prevenir los tiempos
I
oscuros.
don't know, but he's at the UN and they took a stand. El Salvador took a stand, I think, to not go along. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like the New World Order, though, it's everybody's gonna have to step up and come to the table, because it's time for the contract, the peace treaty, the 7-year Jacob's Trouble, and we also have the sign of Jacob's Star that's here. So to me, Jacob's Star, Jacob's Trouble, not too far off. They're bringing up Jacob there, and it is almost Rosh Hashanah, my favorite time of year for looking for the coming of the Lord, and I would like for that to happen. Or nuclear war. I mean, if they get us, you know, it looks like there's going to be just an awful lot of destruction. Look at all that. Mad. Boy, I wanted to see the United States again. It's too far away. It should be right on top of me. Well, yeah, it's not that far away. I hope I'm in the radius. Maybe I'll move. Maybe I'll not. Maybe I'll live. Maybe I'll die. We don't know. We don't know the outcome of any of this. But mutually assured destruction. There's 10 million. 25 million. 29, 31, 35, 39, 45 million. Not only that, but everybody would die. Or like a large majority would. From the fallout. World War III started, where would you want to be? Where would you want to be if World War III started? I asked the question. obviously not right here because there ain't nobody here. That's alright. I would be right here just for the next 20 minutes probably because, yeah. Birthing pains. Alright, so here comes the hurricane. We're looking at either a dud or it's gonna cook it back up. Alright, here's what I put for my picture. It says, government prepares for World War III. U.S. lawmakers plan for possible mass casualty event. Proposing a constitutional amendment to replace members quickly and change various lines of succession in a national crisis. So what I need to do like a whole video on just this, is that maybe I'll just wait on that bit. I'll wait.
لكن طلعت شايفها يا خي خلص بدي روح شو يلا ما فينا نمرق ما فينا نمرق يا خي ما فينا نمرق ابدا
لا هي تحت الغار.
Okay, let's see what else. Okay, this was 3,000 immigrants from Africa into Spain. This was George Soros has purchased 220 radio stations. George Soros. In other words, Alex Jones is going to get shut down soon. Not going to get to hear any real news anymore.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages, the hostages, and a
He said return of the sausages. The return of the sausages. I don't know that's gonna happen in the UK because you got all the Muslims out there. There's not gonna be any return of the sausages. Alright, Chase abruptly shuts 7 branches in just 1 week amid total closures of 14 from major US banks. Here is some munitions that they blew up. And it sounds like Jurassic Park. Some pretty massive. So anybody that has missiles in their house is gonna get, hammered.
Launchers and UAVs inside civilian homes, hidden behind the Lebanese population living in the village. We are monitoring these activities, locating the weapons, and destroying them with precise intelligence-based strikes. I want to show you an example of a strike carried out a few weeks ago. Here we are exposing Hezbollah's method of hiding a cruise missile inside a home. The terrorists create a designated opening for the missile launch. Here you can see how we identified the terrorist making an opening in the building that exposed the missile. In a precise strike, the IDF eliminated the terrorist and this missile launching infrastructure shortly before the launch.
The United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century.
And that's what a liar looks like. Okay, this is way too graphic. I will not show it. Lord Jesus, please be with all of the military that are involved in all of this. And protect our children. And war is imminent. It's going to affect us all. Unless Jesus comes.
عنا بالفوقة عنا بالفوقة عنا بالفوقة الدربي الله أكبر صمتنا والله صمتنا عنا بالفوقة عنا بالفوقة عنا بالفوقة الدربي الله أكبر صمتنا والله صمتنا
I have no idea what he's saying. Okay, let me keep going. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to try to go faster, okay? We'll see how fast I can go. Okay, this is the Venezuelans. They're partying out in the streets. They're in the apartments. They're just drinking and carrying on outside. 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't have anywhere to sleep, so they're just taking over. Colorado, 42,000 migrants to descend upon their state, including gang. Where is it at? Oh, I don't know. But yeah.
Deportation, up with education, down with 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 deportation,
I think they're all for down. They're all for down. I think that's where they'll go, down. The perpetrator of the attack on Trump was spotted and photographed on the roof by law enforcement nearly 30 minutes before firing. Okay, let's go back. Alright, here we are in Lebanon, and they have... Okay, there's a Christian neighborhood called Ain El Ramana in Lebanon, and so the people that are down south are going up north, and they're just refusing to take the southern Lebanon terrorists into their homes, you know, and into their lives. They're displaced, but that's probably not real. Alright, reports of renewed widespread IDF airstrikes across Lebanon, including in Tyre and Bekaa Valley.
Whoa. Mata. Muita pau.
Lord be with them all. People need to get saved. Okay, here's the traffic of them going into Syria. Let's see if I can do a few more. This dude's crying because he's gonna get killed. And Trump is getting some sort of hookah on him from these guys. Here's this hurricane. Here's some more. I'm trying to look for the ones that are real, the nuclear ones. Let's show that. There's a lot of human trafficking going on at the border, by the way. Plenty of evidence of that, but they don't care anymore. This is how Lebanese kicked out the Hezbollah terrorists who drove through their village with a truck full of rockets to be fired into Israel. Okay. So they're not tolerating Hezbollah terrorists. See, this was September 22nd, and there was only one. I'm pretty sure a lot of my stuff's been taken down. If you don't get it right away, you won't get it. I'm very curious about one in particular. Look at them all. Tucker Carlson. It's Tucker. Alex Jones. Where's Alex Jones? I want to see Alex Jones. They were all in Pennsylvania today. They got a archaeologist with this coffin that's been sealed for 2,500 years. And that's what's inside. Very strange looking, isn't it? And then what's this? I don't want to go too deep. Let's just keep this timber away. Oh, look at that. Now that did some movement, didn't it? Can you imagine? The ground probably. Woo! They're all like satisfied with that action. What else we got? New York. Venezuelans taking over the FDR Highway in New York, Manhattan. So, this is what's coming to everybody's town.
Listen. They all park right here like they at the beach, my nigga. This is the FDR, my nigga.
Sorry about the language.
Oh, they go up there. Yeah, we in the FDR. See the FDR highway. Let's go inside, see what's
Everybody just doing what they want.
I can't get that body.
hard to watch, really, isn't it? All of this. This is hard to watch. I've watched so many hours of Anthony Aguero. Here's some more buildings getting blown up in Lebanon, Bekaa Valley. Zelensky got a whole bunch of security, but Trump, no, he's got five places, 5 assassination teams on him, according to the Department of Homeland Security. So he better just skedaddle. Residents in southern Lebanon are currently fleeing. Everybody's leaving Lebanon. Does that tell you, like, it's about to get demolished? Lebanon's about to get demolished. Tyre is about to get demolished. Beirut got that big bomb a few years back, 2 or 3 years back. Here we go. Here's you some pure joy. Just for your day. Let's have some pure joy. Because the joy of the Lord is your strength. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Look at him. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Oh, look. Is that his brother or his sister? Helping him down the sand dune. Looks like fun, don't it? Yeah. One day we'll get to meet them little guys. Here's some more Trump train for you.
America needs safe. We voted Trump, Trump, baby. November 5th, we going crazy. November 5th, we going crazy.
Here's the Trump.
Swerving in the Trump truck. Republican 4G and Tifa knows what's up. Red, white, and blue, MAGA nation. Throw it up. Black, white, and brown. Oh, Trump. Democrat party gon' take your freedom.
Alrighty then.
We voting Donald Trump, baby.
Alright, what do we got here?
I'm to the vision. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
It's just so unnecessary, isn't it? Everything's so unnecessary. It's like the guy at the beginning of my video. Just go watch that. It's like there's all of this nonsense going on in the world. It's all mad. It's upside down. Oh, what's this lion doing? Snow in South Africa. And the lions are just roaming about? Alright, yeah, you gotta keep an eye on the UN, because what if they do the 7-year contract right now? My Lord Jesus is gonna come soon, if that's the case, because that 7-year contract starts at 7 years. Alright, here's the one I want to end with. I need to just do this on its own thing.
I want to ask you about President Biden's Executive Order 14019 on promoting access to voting. Can you speak to some of the concerns with this executive order?
Absolutely. First of all, I believe that it's unconstitutional. But having said that, why is it that the Biden administration has absolutely resisted every effort to turn over any of the plans by any of the agencies? The House Committee on Administration issued subpoenas in July to every cabinet secretary and have asking for the plans. for implementing Executive Order 14019. And not a single agency plan has been turned over to the House Administration Committee. And I included in my written testimony a file from a whistleblower who sent to me. He is a U.S. Marshal, and he sent the Department of Justice guidelines, instructions to all the U.S. Marshals, requiring them, notifying them that they are required to offer voter registration materials and voter education materials to everyone with whom they come into contact, including, and he sent me a file of someone who had to be registered to vote, who is a prisoner in a Texas federal facility. He's imprisoned for violating federal law because he was deported and returned. He's a Mexican citizen. It says that in his file, and he was registered to vote, and they're required to give him voter registration materials. That is happening in federal prisons all over the country.
So let me ask you, then, is it your understanding that they are actually implementing the very plans that they refuse to turn over to Congress?
They're absolutely doing that, and we only know, we get bits and snatches from people, from whistleblowers and from various sources, but nothing official. And if you want to know the most, you go to the Demos website, which is a left-wing organization, and they have literally been dispatched by the White House to federal agencies to help them implement this plan. They know more about what's going on in these agencies to implement this executive order than any member of Congress.
Are they involved with implementing the executive order?
Yes, they are.
And are they in compliance with FACA or the Federal Advisory Committee Act?
No, they are not. No, they are not.
So they're violating FACA.
They are violating that. Yes, they are. And they brag about all the agencies that they have assisted over the last 3 years with implementing the executive order.
This executive order obviously involves these various federal agencies in the voting process. And besides the concern that these agencies do not have expertise in this area, should the American people be concerned that this will be administered by politically appointed officials of the Biden-Harris administration?
Well, absolutely, because the original executive order required that every plan had to be submitted to the White House, to the director of the Office of Domestic Policy, which at the time was held by Susan Rice. And it also goes on to say that federal funds and grants will be disseminated through the White House by the Office of Domestic Policy, by Susan Rice, and we do not know to this day who got the grants, how much they got. We know nothing about that.
So in terms of these plans, were they all submitted to the White House for review?
We presume that they were, because they were directed to do that, but we don't know.
And they're being implemented as we speak.
They are being implemented.
But we as Congress have not been able to get our hands on the documents.
Not a single document.
I guess I have a question. Why would they want to hide this information?
That's a good question.
Well, that's a very good question, isn't it? So that is order number 14019. Executive order, and it sounds to me like the taxpayer funds to facilitate the registration and voting access of what? Non-citizens get to vote? Well, I thought they said that that's not why they were paying all that money to bring them over here. Aren't we supposed to just believe them? It's an executive order. We gotta wait to see it until after the election's over, maybe? I don't know. How long does this take? Everything seems to just take a long time, and just take. Well, you know what? There's a time that's gonna come, and it's already in Brooklyn. It's a brutal slashing attack of 6 people, viciously slashed by illegals. So, it's here. They're already here. Nobody listens. Don't worry.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
It looked like he had a little blood on his ear. Don't it look a little red in there? don't know. I think the memes will probably continue with Trump's, with him getting shot in the ear, but just keep praying protection over that man. Alright, this is ridiculous crazy. Watch this. And then I'll end it. Isn't that nuts? It's just so nuts. Everybody's gone nuts. Alright. Oh yeah, China told its citizens to leave Israel as soon as possible. Was this the one? Okay, this might be going with it. Let's play this one too. That little green alien thing looks really weird, doesn't it? Oh man, that's human trafficking. These kids, they're all drugged up. And they find things at the border, little packets of, you know, different types of medications that probably should never give a kid. There was a lot of people got killed today in Lebanon from these bombs. Okay, here we'll just. How about we go with this one? It's a pretty good one. Wait, let me see what this one is. Oh yeah, I didn't get the Beirut looking bomb. Oh well, I'll try to come on tomorrow. But let's leave off with Elon Musk. So starships will get bigger in the future.